So welcome to today's episode. Today I want to talk to you about discipline. Discipline is defined as showing up every single day, even when you don't feel like it, and getting the essential things done. And some people have great discipline, most do not. And if you don't have it, it's going to be really hard for you to go far in your field. So that's what we're going to be talking about in today's episode. So here's the thing about discipline. It's really easy to do in the short term. Anyone can start a new routine or a new thing and do it for a few days. It could be a new gym routine first thing in the morning. It could be a new reading routine at night instead of watching TV. Or it could be a new online learning routine where you want to upgrade your skills and you start watching different courses. Anyone can start something and be disciplined for a few days. But somewhere along the way of this new journey, the first day will come where this internal voice, it tells you why it's okay to skip doing the essential thing today. And the voice can be really convincing. It might say something like, you know what, you've been working really hard. It's just one day, just take it off, you deserve it. And it's here that the truly disciplined are separated from the rest. Here's the thing, a person can be blessed with exceptional talent, intelligence, and natural gifts. But without the discipline part, none of that matters. So a great example of a disciplined individual is the Olympian swimmer Michael Phelps. Now, he won 23 gold medals, more than any other athlete. And there's this interview I saw where he's talking about his relentless training and discipline. Take a look.
I had some things that bothered me from 2012, losing the 200 fly, not being as prepared as I should have been. And you know, over the last 2 years, I really I changed my whole life, really. You know, I focused everything on the sport. You know, I was in bed by 10 o'clock. You know, I was getting the right amount of recovery. I was taking care of my body away from the pool. So all the little small things that I did in my earlier stages of my career, I went back to and did them this time around. And my results in Rio were good. Yeah.
There are a lot of athletes who, talented, mentally driven, who are great athletes. But what do you think it is that separates out those athletes to become the incredible, ultimate elite athletes, the Jordans, the Gretzkys?
I wanted to do something that nobody had ever done before. And that started with a dream and a goal. I wanted to be the greatest of all time. I went 5 straight years without missing a single day of workout, 365 days a year. Every single day I was in the water. And in the sport of swimming, when you miss one day, it takes you 2 days to get back. So I was already I was continuing to build on that throughout that time. And you know, that was kind of just how I was. There are days you're not going to want to do it, sure. I mean, everybody has those days. But it's what you do on those days that help you move forward.
Now, every time I see that, I think that's just incredible, to train every single day for 5 days straight. That's over 1,800 days of training at an Olympian level. I can't really comprehend it, because if I do 10 days of my little 30-minute workouts in a row, I'm fairly pleased with myself. So at that level, his training was extremely intense. A typical day looked like this. He'd wake up at 6 a.m. From 7 a.m. to 9 a.m., it was intense swimming training. 9 a.m. to 10 a.m., lifting weights. 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. eating. 12 to 1 p.m. napping. And then 4 to 6 p.m. swimming. Okay, and then 6 to 8 p.m. dinner, 8 to 10 p.m. spending time with his family, and he'd be asleep every night at 10 p.m. But he did that every single day for 5 years straight. Now, of course, you and I, we might not aspire to be at an Olympian level like Michael Phelps or anywhere near that level in our field. But if we want to do extremely well and be in at least the top 10%, we've got to be willing to go far beyond the average level of discipline and put in the work every single day. And the most important part, just like he said in the interview, is that you show up and you do the work when no one else is watching. Now, I get it, having that discipline to keep yourself accountable and keep yourself on track, it is tough, because there's waves, there's periods where you can do it for a few days, and then everyone has an off day. I certainly have them myself, where I don't feel motivated and it's really difficult to do. but you got to push on through. Now, one thing that I've found which greatly has helped me is to do these public accountability challenges. And I know I talk about this fairly often. If you watch my episodes, I'm sure you've heard this before, but I can't stress to you enough how incredibly effective they are. So what I do is I work in these 10-day cycles where I will announce my goals of what I intend to do for the next 10 days. So it might be, for example, getting up early. For me, that's 6 a.m. Putting in a workout every single day. So the most recent challenge I did 8 rounds of boxing, 3-minute rounds, 30-minute rest between, and I found that pretty hard, but I did that every single day for 10 days. I wrote a blog post every single day for 10 days, and I turned those into scripts and into content, but I had to write the whole blog post. And then the last thing I did was a live stream to my YouTube audience, my Facebook, and my Instagram audience. So I did all these things for 10 days, and I was working a lot harder than I normally do because I have to do everything else on top of that. But just knowing that I publicly declared to a group of people, I'm gonna do these action steps, and that people are watching, discipline wasn't a problem. I got it done every single day. Now the same can happen for you. And I don't know what your goals are, but I know you got goals. I know you got things that you would like to do, and sometimes you struggle to do the necessary action steps. But these 10-day challenges, they can help you. And the good thing is it gets you set on the right course. It allows you to make a change and to begin building new habits. So if you're interested in participating in one of these 10-day challenges, I've got this down to a fairly effective system, and you can take part in it, and it's free. It won't cost you anything. I'm gonna put a link below this video, and if you wanna take part in it, then you can, okay? All you gotta do is click the link, enroll, someone's gonna be assigned to you, and they're gonna help keep you accountable. They're gonna be touching base with you for a short call every single day. It might be just say 5 minutes. And then the other thing is we'll invite you into our online community where everyone in that community, they are taking part in a challenge like this, or they have in the past, and they're gonna help hold you accountable. So you pick what your goals are. You might have goals in health and fitness, could be in your career, could be in your relationships, it could just be in life in general, whatever is good for you. But you pick these ambitious goals, you decide on what the necessary action steps are gonna be, and then you post proof that you did it every single day. What I promise you is that when you get to the end of these 10 days, if you follow through and you do it every single day, you're gonna feel so good. And it's gonna prove to yourself that you really can do it, and you can start to turn these new things into habits. So if you wanna take part in that, again, it's free. I put a link below this video, and I would love to help you make a change in your life and reach your potential. So click the link, enroll, and we'll get you started. Okay, that's it for today, and I'll see you tomorrow.